Oh, are we? Oh yeah, we are live.
Looks like we are live. It's
Okay,
just
we'll just wait. We're about 4 minutes late. That's fine. That's fine. Oh no, let's chill.
Yep. Looks like we are. Yeah, it's connecting now. Let's move that away there. So in case it pings.
Mhm.
How's everyone's
Week
week day?
day. So happy hump day.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Ours has been busy
Mm-hmm.
ish, I think. Oh yeah, cause over the weekend we TPF'd our hood
I
Corolla,
know.
and it was like medium hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a lot of things that we had to like run it back and forth. That video will be out next week,
Mm-hmm.
but this Friday we have a new video coming out. It will be the when we PPF the front bumper. That one was hard.
Yeah.
But that's how we got experience. We messed up in a few spots. We did about 90% good, in my point of view, 90% good, 10%. But the most important part is the PPF has to cover and protect the paint.
Yeah.
So it's protecting 99% of it, right? Or at least 100% of the paint. Yeah. So yeah, and then while we were doing the PPF, what else did we do? That was Saturday, right? Or Sunday?
That
Oh,
was
Saturday.
Saturday.
And then Sunday we had an event in Newport Beach
Yeah.
at the Cars Newport Cars and Coffee hosted by Woodside Credit.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if you guys know what Woodside Credit is, but they're the ones who like what's this the financial
Yeah, they do finance for your exotic cars, classic cars, like
any
those kind of
cars.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't think they do any cars. I think it's a
oh,
specialty.
it's a
Yeah.
specialty. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember we got
Yeah.
pre-approved by them.
Yeah, for the
Um
classic.
oh yeah, that's right. So back in 2023 of February, we applied for a loan for a 1972 Ford Bronco, and the one that approved us was Woodside Credit. The only problem was, the APR at
Yeah.
that time, and I had good credit too. I had good credit.
Mm-hmm.
The APR in that time was 8%, right?
Yeah, they're giving us
Like
8%.
over
That's
eight
really
percent, 8 point
yeah.
something. Yeah, and it was
That's
too
really high.
high, and our monthly payments didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our history with Woodside
Yeah.
Credit. But so yeah, for those of you guys tuning in, we were just talking about what we did last week.
Yeah.
So Saturday uh we did the Corolla's hood PPF, and that video will be coming out next week. And then this Friday we have a YouTube video coming out, and it will be the front bumper for the PPF.
Said hi.
Lyrics Pet Spaz. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Um, so yeah, that is what we did for last week.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Oh yeah, and then back to the Woodside Credit. Um, what's this? They had a car show in Newport Beach, and it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
There was at least like 40 cars that showed up,
Yeah.
but it was the quality of cars that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a Lamborghini SVJ.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Lamborghini Huracan. They had actually a few Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah.
The other one was a Performante, so that's a higher level of Huracan. They had an Audi R8. They had a few BMs. They
Yeah.
had
McLaren's.
Oh yeah, they had a few McLarens.
Uh-huh.
They had an orange one and two black ones. They also had a classic Alfa Romeo. Um, so yeah, and
Aston Martin.
oh yeah, Aston Martin, Aston Martin. We were the only Bronco there,
Yeah.
which is fine. Um, so what else? So yeah, so those were the other cars. Yeah, that showed up in the Cars and Coffee. The good thing I like about that Cars and Coffee was it had it was one of the first Cars and Coffee that had free pastries
Mm-hmm.
and free coffee. Because if you go to a Carson Coffee, they have food vendors there, and you have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sad part. You have to pay. And sometimes their food vendors are really expensive.
Yeah.
It's more expensive than In and Out. Um, so or they have a food truck,
Mm-hmm.
but it costs an arm and a leg. So sometimes it's not even worth it, especially if you're trying to save money too. It's not even worth it trying to support them because it's almost like they're robbing you in a way. But yeah, this one, uh, they had free food and free coffee, and it wasn't just any food. Their pastries was from Moulin.
Yeah.
Moulin is actually like an upscale French restaurant in
Bakery.
bakery,
Restaurant
restaurant,
and
bakery,
bakery.
bakery and restaurant in Newport Beach,
Mm.
and it was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got like three of them.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
our go-to spot for French
for French food.
yeah, French food and French pastries.
Yeah. So that's the other thing what I love about that Cars and Coffee because they had free food. And it actually rained.
Yeah.
It rained that day
Yeah.
when we were going there. And once we parked, it was raining hard.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, not again!" It was like, and we were just parked, so all the rain was just dumping in on
Yeah.
us.
But that was only for like few minutes.
Yeah,
But it was really a good,
yeah,
mm,
yeah. Yeah. It was just like what 10, 15 minutes or so. The good news is none of our stuff really got wet, unlike the other ones, or not like the other ones, unlike the other event that we went to in Ontario, where we were stuck in line for an hour, just raining hard. Yeah, so yeah, that is our uh that's what we did on the weekend. Oh, and I just found out too, that I got accepted to the Orange County half marathon. So I submitted my application in March 18th. Only problem was it was all sold out already.
Yeah.
And then it said there, "Do you want to be in a waiting list?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I checked out the waiting list. There was over 1,000 people in front of me. So I'm like, "Oh well, what I mean,
Yeah.
I might as well try it. It can't hurt, right?"
Mm.
And then next thing you know, when did we see this? Sunday morning,
Sunday morning.
I get an email saying that, "Oh, guess what? You got accepted to the Orange County
Half
half marathon." I was like, "Oh crap!"
marathon.
I was like, "That's impossible." There was at least over 1,000 people ahead of me.
Mm.
The sad part was, so at March, around the month of March, that's when I started training
Mm.
for it. At first, I was training for like at least, well, number one, I was training to lower my cholesterol.
Mhm.
That's the number one reason why I was doing it. Um, Number two, I was doing it to challenge myself. Because back then in my early 20s, I used to run a lot and I was very active. And I ran a full marathon too back then. So I was like, okay. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. So back to March 18th. Um, yeah, so I was kind of disappointed that there's a waiting list on the OC half marathon because I didn't want to do a full marathon at all. I think if I'm going to do a full marathon, I think I need to prepare like at least 3 to 4 months
Mhm.
before,
Yeah, the training.
yeah, before doing it. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm doing the half marathon. And then since I found out just on Sunday, I actually kind of stopped training for the half marathon because for some reason I had a toothache
Mhm.
and it was really, really hurting bad. So I was just taking like Tylenol, ibuprofen, and gargling all the for your gums and stuff. So I actually stopped running for like almost 2 weeks. And then just barely last week, I ran like 2 miles. Yeah. And then when I found out that I was going to run the marathon or half marathon, on Monday, I decided to run 6 miles. So now I'm just resting, and I'm hoping that this coming Sunday I could do the full 13.1. So that's our plan. And then on Friday, we're going back to the OC fair, and we're going to pick up my what's this? My bib,
Yeah.
my number,
Yeah.
and my tracking device for the start and finish, and that's it. Yeah. So and there's also going to be a fair there too. It's the what's that? The lifestyle, health and fitness lifestyle
Yeah.
fair at the Orange County fair. So um yeah, that's going to be interesting, and this will be a first in our channel actually.
Yeah. Put some fitness on it.
Yeah, health and fitness. So this is going to be very interesting. So
So we'll be vlogging your, yeah,
yeah,
we'll be vlogging the marathon
yeah,
or your
I'll do my
journey.
best. I'm gonna do my best to vlog
Yeah, and
as much as
I
I can.
will be doing my best to vlog.
Yeah,
The plan is I will be dropping him off.
yeah. Hi for
Right for the we're talking about the half marathon
yeah.
because he signed up
Sunday.
for it and he's gonna do it this Sunday.
Yeah, I
So
got
the
accepted.
so
Yeah,
the plan is to drop you off in the morning, and
yeah.
then I would have to drive all the way to
In
the
the finish
finish
line.
line,
Uh-huh.
and then I will just wait there.
I was encouraging her to join me,
uh,
but I get it. It's a good. Thank you. It takes a lot of preparation
yeah.
to do the half marathon. I'm actually still not prepared for it, but no, I think I am. And last month before I got sick, I ran 12 miles. So I was basically just a mile off from the marathon.
Mhm.
So if I could do 12 miles, I could do the 13.
Yeah.
So right now it's all about and I just finished running 6 miles on Monday. So now I'm just resting from it. Um, so this on Saturday I'll eat some pasta, and
Carb load.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do some carb load. So on and the sad part too is, oh my gosh, the marathon starts at 6:30 in the morning. So
Mhm.
it's like, so I have to wake up really, really early for
Yeah.
that. And I think the earliest I ran, yeah, I think the earliest I ran was 6:32 in the morning.
Mhm.
When I ran the 12 miles, that's the time I started was 6:30 in the morning. So I'm mentally preparing myself for it.
Mm.
So let's see what happens after the OC half marathon.
Mm.
Maybe I'll run more marathons. There's actually a few coming up.
Mm.
There's the Long Beach Marathon, which will be in October,
Mm.
and then there's going to be the Huntington Beach Marathon, which will be next year of February.
Mm.
So uh, and then there's LA next year on March, and then there's the Boston Marathon, which is also next year. But that one I need to do the full marathon, not the
Yeah.
not the half.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how how it is on Sunday. Yeah, the only thing why I decided to do the OC half marathon is because it's just literally down the street from us. It's not that far. Versus if I do LA or San Diego. San Diego has a half marathon too, but that's a long drive.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, for those of you guys tuning in, what we did on the weekend, Saturday, we PPF our hood on our Corolla. It was a great learning experience.
Yeah.
This Friday we have a new video coming out. It is our front bumper for our Corolla PPF,
Yeah.
and that one was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
that
made
was
a mistake.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that was our first PPF.
yeah, ever.
Mm.
We've never done PPF before. This was our first time. We learned from just watching YouTube videos, right? That's it, huh?
Actually, when we did the first one, we didn't even
Oh,
watch
we did. Oh,
anything.
crap. Okay. I thought you
we
did. Yeah.
no, we didn't watch anything. We just like
We just went for it.
yeah, we just went for it, and
No, we saw the windshield videos on how
yeah,
to do your windshield protector.
yeah,
So we were thinking it's the
the
same
same concept.
concept. It kind of was, but when it came down to the curves, which your windshield is just like mostly straight, that's where we messed up at. But you guys will see it. And hey, the most important part is protecting the paint, and it's protecting the paint right now. But yeah, that's what
Yeah,
that's what
we learned from there.
yeah.
And then yeah, and then the Saturday we put or we installed the hood now.
Yeah.
It's
Easier.
it's easier, but it at the same time it's tricky.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's a
what
bigger piece.
so what makes the PPF tricky is uh the bubbles and the creases. Because once that PPF starts creasing up like that, that's where it's going to mess up your PPF
Yeah,
and the way how it looks.
yeah,
So that's the tricky part is trying to undo the creases and removing the bubbles. That's the only hardest part
yeah,
of applying or doing the
yeah.
PPF.
Yeah, we still have a few bubbles in the hood.
Yeah, it still hasn't physically dried up yet
Yeah.
because our Corolla is inside the garage. It's not outside in the sun. Getting soaked or not soaked. Getting
Baked.
baked. Yeah, getting baked. So that's why our there's still some a few bubbles. Same thing too when we first did the exo shield in our Bronco. Oh man, it actually took like about a month
Yeah.
for the bubbles to
To
be
disappear.
completely disappear. Why? Because our Bronco is parked inside the garage, so there's not really that much sun
Yeah.
contact.
And we tried our best to leave it outside the sun, but
It wasn't long
it
enough.
was yeah.
Yeah,
And we learned from that install that if you're going to install like those film protector, those PPF, you need to install it when it's not too cold.
yeah. Not unless you have a garage that
Yeah.
is air room temperature.
Yeah, you can control
You
your
could control your garage temperature. So if you could do that, oh, and if your garage too is fully closed, because we have our sides are open here,
yeah.
so all the air could come in and out. So so even if we clean the windshield or clean the car, um you could still have some dirt coming in because of the wind blowing it in.
Yeah.
So if you have a garage that is contained and enclosed with and you could control the temperature, you could do it anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you have that, you're very lucky. You're very blessed to have that. What else? Oh yeah, so about last week's conversation, if we wanna continue on that. Um, so yeah, we were still thinking of like other states to move if um if this year's election doesn't come through in California. So yeah, so we still have like other states that we have in mind. Florida is actually one of our top choices. Um but it all depends like if God opens a door for us to move there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
the thing is, it's the work too.
yeah, the work, yeah.
So we have the YouTube and
It's still not
social
enough.
media.
It's still not enough,
Not
guys.
enough.
Yeah.
We need to have like a more stable income that
Yeah.
coming. If
Yeah.
and then eventually we can move to a full time social media.
Yeah, that's the goal. So we're really doing our best to at least get over 1 million views. Florida, yes.
Yes.
Now the only problem with Florida now is we just don't know what part of Florida.
Yeah.
I know Saint Augustine. Yes, that's but yeah, we were thinking of like also like Miami area.
Yeah.
Um, So we shall see. Someone even mentioned Jacksonville, and I know there's a good Filipino community there. But we did stay in Miami for a week, and I like the vibes there. There's a lot of cool Cuban people that we've encountered and met. Um, we would eat at Havana Harry's a lot. Miami's expensive. No,
Yeah, we
but LA is more expensive than Miami. Trust us, trust us.
Yeah.
LA is nothing, and New York City. Although Miami's expensive, yes, because we remember parking in South Beach, and we rented a car for like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to pay for parking, and it's almost the same amount as is in Los Angeles and New York City. Yeah, so yeah, because what's this? It's a city. It's a downtown area. But if we do think of Miami, no, we're not gonna live in South Beach or in Brickell.
It will be in the outskirts.
Yeah, probably like Miami-Dade County, or maybe not Miami-Dade. Maybe Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale actually reminds us a lot of Huntington Beach. Yeah, so if you guys know anything about Huntington Beach is a kind of a quiet city in Orange County. Um, it's not like Long Beach, but it's a very strong Republican city there. Um, I remember when we had Utah. Yes,
Yeah.
that's probably like top five for us. I remember when during the pandemic. I don't know. Well, during that time, because I don't want to get censored. Um, or during 2020, the lockdowns, Huntington Beach was one of the few cities that remained open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's not a lot of restriction.
yeah,
For
yeah.
Yeah.
There's even a restaurant there that wants you to remove your mask. If you have your mask on, they'll kick you out. Yeah, they'll kick you out. So that's what I love about Huntington Beach. They
Yeah.
actually stood up
Yeah.
to what you
Yeah.
know supposedly what's right, but
Yeah.
what's wrong. But anyways,
So yeah, it reminds us of Huntington Beach.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
Fort
because it
Lauderdale.
has like it has that vibe.
Without saying where you work, can you guys share what type of work you guys do? Florida stayed open the entire time. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. When we went to Miami, it was during that time. Yeah, we know exactly that. Except in Miami, they wanted you to wear masks in the beach.
Yeah, which is we don't,
It
it
was
doesn't make sense.
that was the
but
mayor back then.
Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. But we just comply because we just don't want
Yeah.
to be kicked out. Because we're there for a vacation.
Yeah, and we're tourists.
Yeah.
So back to that question for work, I do this full time.
Yeah.
I do social media 100%. Now it's up to you.
And my work is a corporate work, so don't want to disclose too much. But it's a corporate
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, so that's the thing, 9 to 5. That's one of the reasons too why we changed our hours in live. Um, so we could do more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, and that's why too we cannot go live too early because I still have work, and I'm actually grateful that I'm able to at least work remote on like Wednesday, and we can do this. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay, now back to the cities. Wait, I lived in Huntington Beach for 5 years, and I miss it a ton. Nothing like beach living. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We also lived in Huntington Beach for a minute.
Yeah.
We actually lived there. Should I give them the years? Or no? We actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We lived there from 2010 or 11.
No, we
11?
I think 11 or 12.
I think no, we had
No,
the SDK
11.
already. So 2011, mid 2011 to like 2000 uh
Thir-
thir-
Because we already got our own place.
13. Yeah. But from Huntington Beach, we moved to another beach city, which was we used to live in Newport. So So after Huntington, we lived in Newport Beach. So that's why we're beach people.
Yeah.
That's why Florida or is actually in our hearts. Yeah, and our minds too. Uh, that's actually one of the state that we don't mind calling home. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so we went around Florida to on the southern part. We didn't just stay in Miami or South Beach. We also went down to Key West.
Yeah, we
Oh my
drove
God.
all the way to Key
I
West.
love Key West, guys. I love Key West. It reminded me so much of the Philippines
Uh-huh.
and
It's really
Hawaii.
an island vibe
Yeah,
there.
the only thing without comparing it to Hawaii is because there's no volcano there. You can drive on a lot of beaches in Florida.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that.
saw it in a bunch of like those Bronco forum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that they would be able to drive their
Oh,
off-road
maybe you
car.
saw 4x4
I
look for.
know.
Okay, that I didn't know. So
Yeah.
here in California, there's only two places that I know you could drive your car in in the beach. One would be Fiesta Island in San Diego, and number two would be in Pismo, Ocean Dunes. But that one you got to pay for. I don't know if it's still open. Is it still? I
I
think
think it's still
because
open.
I heard they were trying to close it
No, I don't think
they
they
closed it. Okay, but that one you pay $10.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's like 3 hours away from ours. Like, or is it 4 or 3? Depending on traffic.
Yeah.
Without traffic, it's 3 hours from here
Mhm.
to Pismo Beach. Yeah, so we love Key West. I love the food there.
Yeah. But too bad when we went there, we got stuck in the traffic. There was an accident. And the thing is with Key West, it's only like one lane on each
The
way.
bridge, yeah.
Yeah, and we got stuck there for like over an hour.
We did.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I forgot that part.
did.
Oh,
We
oh yeah,
did.
because she
'Cause
was
I was
driving.
the one driving, so we got stuck
I was the
there.
one taking pictures.
Yeah,
And,
it was really hot too, and then
it's always hot there.
yeah, and then yeah, we were there. We got stuck in the
Oh, and Key West is actually hotter than Miami because you're now more south,
yeah.
closer to the equator, and you're only 90 miles away from Havana, Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
then when we went there, the ocean was so cold.
because we went during Christmas. We went during December. No, there were moments where it was hot and there were moments that it was cold. But once we got down to Key West, oh, that's it. Winter was gone. It was back to summer. When we went there, and it rained a little bit, but it was kind of like Hawaii. It rained and it went away,
Yeah.
and it was back to it's humid down there. And the
Yeah.
beaches there were white sand.
Yeah.
The gas prices was a lot lower than California by $2 in that time.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only thing is we didn't stay that long there. We
Only
were
stayed a
just there
day.
for like few hours.
Yeah,
Because when we got there, it's already like late.
late afternoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we made the best out of it. We went swimming. We went to Fort Zachary um, National Park.
Mm-hmm.
It was during like the Civil War, and we saw all the classic cannons, and uh, the Civil War era type there.
Yeah.
We even went to the Everglades, but unfortunately, we didn't see any crocodiles or alligators. I think they were sleeping.
I
I don't know.
know.
They were
We were so disappointed
yeah.
actually going to the Everglades.
Yeah, out of all the national parks, Everglades is probably my least favorite.
Uh-huh.
So that's from our experience. I mean, versus Yosemite or Arches
Yeah.
or Sequoia,
Oh yeah.
or Canyonlands. Yeah, national park. Yeah. So if you move from where you live now, you're gonna miss the best weather in all United States. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So when we were in Florida, it was hot at first, and then it got really cold because this was during December, and then Then after that, it got hot again,
Mhm.
and then it just remained hot. It
Mm.
just remained hot. Um, but us, where I'm kind of used to the
Mhm.
humidity. Um, so I but yeah, you cannot beat the 72-degree weather here,
Yeah.
and not that much humid.
Mhm.
Wait, if there's a heat wave, that's a whole different
Yeah.
story. Yeah, if in
But
California
we know that other state have a whole year round
of
humidity.
humidity, like Florida is one of them.
Yeah. But over
Um,
here, like we have like, some days that are super humid
yeah,
and
even if you live in the beach here,
Mhm.
you don't the heat wave will still get,
Mhm.
it's still there, it's still there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's what we were thinking. Property tax too, right? The taxes are a lot lower in Florida,
Mhm.
right? We're
And and I don't think they also have income tax.
oh
Yeah,
really? No income
I
tax.
don't think they do income tax there, so
Us, we have a lot of taxes here, guys. You have a tax for this, you have a tax for that.
Mhm.
You a smog tax.
Mhm.
You already own your car, and our registration for the cars are expensive. The Bronco last year was 500 or 600.
Six 600 something
600
or
some
close to 600
close to
somewhere.
600 for the Bronco in car registration.
Mhm.
So, and our auto insurance too.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing too. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of things. So I don't know. It's a big trade off. Big trade
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Our second state that we wouldn't mind moving to would probably be um, man, I haven't been to Texas for a long time. So I
I've
can't really
never been to Texas,
so
so
I
I
can't
don't
really
know.
say much about Texas. Um, Utah is we've been to Utah a lot of times,
Mhm.
a lot of
We love
times.
Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The-
only thing now with Utah is what part of Utah.
yeah.
Um,
It because the thing with Utah is like it's all so spread out.
yeah,
Yeah, it's you're really one to nature
yeah.
in there. So if you really want to move to Utah, you need to make sure you
You're
just
prepared.
yeah. Not unless you go to like what's
Not
the
on
capital.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Not unless you live in St. George.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want like malls, like like Hermes, Chanel, Dior, or restaurants or whatever, from St. George to Las Vegas is what how many hours? Like 1 hour drive,
Yeah.
or 2 hour. I forgot how many hours it is, or minutes, but from St. George to Las Vegas, it's not that far
Mm-hmm.
of a drive.
Yeah.
So there's that to consider. I mean, that's like living in San Bernardino, and then you want to go down to South Coast Plaza or to Huntington Beach
Yeah.
without traffic.
Mhm.
It's about an hour without traffic.
And the good thing with like Utah, it's like your money for your house can go far.
Yeah, yeah, that
You
too.
know,
Yeah,
because you have like what $300,000 that will already give you like a good
a good.
size
Yeah,
home.
you can't really buy anything with that in LA, Orange County, or San Diego.
Mhm.
Uh, Even Riverside County,
Yeah, they're already
and maybe San Bernardino County. Maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, or maybe you would have to go to Bakersfield or Kern County. Kern
yeah,
County.
yeah,
Yeah. So uh, you will yeah, for 300K, guys.
yeah,
That's
yeah, and you have a good decent house already there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh, and there's not that many coffee shops in Utah
Oh
because
yeah.
it's against the Mormon religion. If coffee for them, it doesn't really bring you. It's kind of against their religion. Yeah, so there's that. I love the winter months in Florida. I wear shorts and t-shirts year round. Oh wow, see
Yeah,
that? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That reminds me of the Philippines too.
yeah,
Yeah, all year round we just wear your summer outfit.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. But Florida though is it's
Yeah, Florida is.
and the thing is she drove there
Mm.
because the rental car was under her name, and I didn't want to risk it if I'm the one driving it, and
Yeah,
then something
something
happens,
happens.
and
Yeah.
then yeah, so
Yeah, because over there, because over here, if you rent a car, if you're husband and wife,
you
you can
could
share.
you could share it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
over there, it's different. So whoever is
same thing too with Hawaii.
yeah,
Yeah,
whoever is the person that registered or got the rental car is the only driver. You have to pay extra for the additional driver.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Hawaii, I heard there's no smog in Hawaii, from what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know about
But
that.
the only problem with Hawaii is we've been there plenty of times.
Yeah.
We've been there a lot. Um, if we're gonna choose an island to live, what island would you? Wait, we haven't been to Big Island yet. Out of all the islands, that's the only island we haven't been
Yeah.
to yet.
We went to Kauai, Maui, and
Oahu.
Oahu.
So out of those three islands, which one would you pick to live?
So to live, if we
Not
just
visit.
we just want to be in the nature and that's it. Like if completely island vibes will be Kauai.
But it's boring though. I
Yeah.
mean, how many
Yeah,
times? I know. It's like how many times can you go swimming?
exactly.
Yeah,
So if you just want to be in a island vibe and don't care about anything, just to be
even
in
though it's
nature,
it's gorgeous there.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
really nice.
for me, it was like heaven on
On
earth.
earth,
For me,
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
so,
Kauai will be
yeah.
the
So
one.
if you guys are planning on vacation, forget Maui, go to Kauai.
Yeah,
If you want that
like nature island
yeah,
vibe,
it
lots of
it
chicken.
yeah, it's so island there that there's chickens everywhere roaming
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Yeah, and they're smart. Like if there's a car, the chickens
they know already.
yeah, they stay away from
Yeah,
um but
yeah.
okay, continue. Uh-huh.
But if we want, like a little bit of city, a little bit of island vibe, it will be Oahu.
Well, yeah. So for me to live, it would be Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the island's not that big, you could go around that whole island in like 3 hours without traffic. Because once you get to downtown, the traffic is like, oh, because there's
Yeah,
only like 2 lanes.
yeah.
That's why. So, and then you got like a million people like trying
Uh-huh.
to
And
maneuver.
then there's a lot of one way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that in downtown, in only in downtown. Yeah. Okay, if you do live in Oahu, what part of Oahu would you live in? What town there?
I don't know. I don't. There's a lot of nice places there, but I would probably go towards the what's that what's that
Diamond Head?
Diamond
Oh
Head.
shoot, that's like the Beverly Hills over there. That's like where like like the $1 million home. Okay, I get
But the
it.
thing is, okay, Oahu reminds me a lot.
Someone said North Shore.
Yeah,
North
North Shore
Shore.
is nice too. Um, Oahu is like a mini Philippines for
Oh
me.
yeah. There's a
It's
lot of Filipinos
it's
there,
like a
guys.
mini Philippines. It's like extension of the
when
Philippines.
when they were talking how much what when we went there, everyone that worked in like at the airports, hotels, the
Hotels.
rental car, you name Zippies, you name it, they were all Filipino.
Mm.
And when they speak their dialect, not Tagalog,
Mhm.
but when they speak a different language, they speak Ilocano.
Mhm.
Because majority of the Filipinos there are Ilocano.
Mm.
Yeah, many of you guys don't know that in the Philippines there's like over 100 other languages there. The main one is called Tagalog. So yeah, there's a lot of Ilocanos there, and she knows that dialect.
Yeah.
So yeah, they speak it. How much is it for rent 2 bedroom apartment in your area? Two bedroom,
Two bedroom.
1 bedroom here, just one is 3 grand.
Over three.
Yeah, that's why we could mention New York City, Chicago, Miami. That those except for San Francisco. San Francisco's a little bit higher. Um,
Yeah, but if you go two bedrooms now here,
it's 4,000
you're 4,000 and
and
up.
above. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, depending now in like what type of amenity of
But
the
this is in our
rent.
location,
Yeah.
in Orange County slash LA and San Diego. Now, if you go to San Bernardino or Riverside County,
They might
it's a little
lot
bit
lower.
yeah, more affordable
Mm.
there. I just don't know how much affordable, but it's a lot lower than here.
Than here, yeah.
That
Because over here, easily for 2 bedrooms, you're looking at like 4 or 5 thousand already. It's
yeah,
like a mortgage.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, and a mortgage here, the average home here in Orange County is 1.2 million. I just saw it in Zillow too. So the mortgage of 1.2 million with what 10% down is what, like six no 8,000 8,000 or
Yeah.
more. So about $8,000 a month
Mm.
for a 1.2 million dollar home,
Yeah.
and most likely it's probably like made in the 1970s, and you're only getting like 2,500 square feet. Yeah, so
Yeah.
but then again, the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're.
That's the only thing.
But that's in Orange County, though. LA,
It's a different story.
it depends where you're
Yeah.
at in LA. If you're closer to the beach in LA, of course, it's going to be a lot higher.
Or if you're like in like the high end class of LA.
Yeah, like the high end class of LA is basically the west part of LA. That's where all the Hollywood people lives at. Yeah, you're looking at like easily in the three, four, five, or above millions. And those cities are like Malibu, Brentwood, Santa Monica, West LA, Century City, Culver City, what else? But yeah, that's the west part of LA. I don't know if I'm like Inglewood is the more attainable part, but yet you gotta watch your back
Yeah.
in the city of Inglewood, which is where LAX is. Yeah, it's funny. Inglewood sits right in front of LA, on top of LAX. There's the $2 billion new stadium there, the SoFi stadium where the Chargers play. But yet again, that neighborhood is not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you keep on going west, Marina Del Rey, which is like in the $4 million homes or higher. And then you have Venice Beach, Santa Monica, and so forth. Yeah, so yeah, LA is weird, guys. It's weird, expensive, and I don't want to even like ugh. Yeah, and their policies there are, oh, and then the Pacific Palisades thing going on with the fire.
Until now, they haven't settled that.
It's been over a year now, and yeah, and it's still like that. So too much crap going on in LA. That's why we stay away from LA. Like even if there's car shows there, we do our best.
Yeah.
To stay. You could get an amazing house. Wow, really?
I
Okay,
know.
okay.
I know. That's how it is in Florida. You
Yeah.
know, 1.3, it's like a mega mansion
Yeah.
already there.
We'll be neighbors with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, or who else is a good or play golf with number 47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Kai.
Or with
Kai.
yeah, or with Kai.
With Kai.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
So
already a golfer, so
oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, imagine that like different state, like your 900,000 is already a mega mansion there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and
over here it's like, yeah, that's our condo.
yeah, that's the sad part. Yeah, 1.3 million is just an average home here, built in the 70s or 80s.
And yeah, and then you still need to do a few
Upgrades.
upgrades or renovation.
I mean, yeah, you could buy a foreclosed home, um, but then you got to fix your upper. My mom just actually called me for that. Like, when are you guys gonna buy a house? Like, fine, if you guys can't afford that, then you guys should just buy a foreclosed home. And then I'm like, maybe she does have a point. But I'm like, man, but I don't want to live in this. Like, the government here is too much. It's too much control.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember talking to some Cubans. That's why they left Cuba. Yeah. Too much government control. Yeah. So yeah, and also too in Miami, it's not just Cubanos. You have Dominicanos. You also have some Colombianos, Haitians. What else? Venezuelans too in Florida or in southern Florida. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix out there. What else? Oh, and for some reason Russians too. There's a lot of Ruskies in Miami in in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but in our area, we have a lot of Persians,
Mm.
a lot.
Mm.
We have a lot of Koreans.
Yeah.
Hyundai and Kia headquarters is here
Yeah. It's
in our
close
city.
by.
It's here. It's here. Um, so we also have a lot of Japanese.
Mhm.
Because Yamaha used to be here.
Mhm.
Not in Irvine, but in Orange County. Yamaha just left California, guys. They moved to Texas.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's why there's a lot of Japanese restaurants here too. Toyota used to be here. Honda is still here, but Toyota moved to Texas too as well.
Yeah, they
Um,
already moved out.
yeah.
There's a few big companies already moving out of state. Even like, like the big tech executives.
Yeah, Google just left too. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Google just moved to Florida too. Yes. Yeah. What else? Hold on, I need some water. Is there-
I don't have any water.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. hmm What else? Yeah. We're still considering like Utah.
Hmm.
um.
Arizona.
Arizona has carb.
Hmm. A certain like area, right?
Yeah, we would have to like move like maybe north,
Hmm.
away from Maricopa County. Yeah,
Yeah.
for those of you guys don't know Maricopa, we've been in Arizona a lot too.
Mhm.
For those of you guys don't know Maricopa County, that's where Phoenix is.
Mhm.
I think we would need to move to Queens Creek
Yeah.
because that is away now from Maricopa County.
Yeah, the only thing with that area is really desert.
Yeah.
Like it's now like just flat.
Yeah, it starts hitting 100 degrees there after March.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so April, May, June, July, I mean, if you move to Miami, you need to speak Spanish. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Oh, they were speaking to her a lot in Spanish.
I know.
No,
And I'm like, what?
the only problem was their Spanish is different than the Spanish here in California.
Mhm.
Cubanos, when they speak Espanol, they have the strong accent and
Yeah,
they speak it fast.
yeah, they have a different accent. Yeah, it's funny because that's how it is too in for Filipinos. We
Oh
have
yeah,
different 'cause
accent.
we have different kinds of dialect there, and then when they speak our main dialect,
Tagalog, the
Tagalog,
national language.
yeah, you will
You
know
could tell that
where they're from because of the accent.
like
Yeah,
where Manny Pacquiao. Y'all know Manny Pacquiao, guys. Um, he's from the south.
the
He's from the
southernmost.
most southern island in the Philippines, Mindanao,
Mm.
and a lot of our boxers are from that island,
Mm.
and they speak a whole different
They
dialect.
have different dialects there too.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
he
just
speaks.
one.
So he speaks a different language. Basically, it's a different language. So when he starts speaking in Tagalog, a lot of people from Manila, kind of joke or make fun of him because when he speaks Tagalog, it's not
It's like a broken English,
it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's like a
it's a
broken
broken Tagalog.
yeah. So when Manny speaks English now,
Mhm.
a lot of people make fun of him now because his English is not straight.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you guys are wondering how he became senator, it's because where he lives at in the southern part of the Philippines. So everyone there in Mindanao, his district, everyone there loves him.
Mhm.
So that's how he became a
Yeah.
senator.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And the thing with him, he's a
He's a giver.
giver. He's
Yeah.
a really giver.
His son just had a birthday party, and when his son had a birthday party, he made the kids form in line,
Mhm.
and he was handing out 1,000 pesos each.
Mhm.
You guys could see it at Jinky Pacquiao's Facebook.
Mhm.
It's there. Yeah, he was just handing out 1,000 pesos is equivalent to what, like $20,
Yeah, around there.
20 or
His
so the so $1 in the Philippines is now 54.
54.
54 pesos. So we do the math. So 54 pesos. So it's 1,000 pesos.
Let's just say 52 or 54.
Yeah. So we're doing the math right
Or-
now. 1,000.
That's 18,
18.50.
bucks.
So $18.50. So a day wage in the Philippines is how much per day? How much is an average person makes in the Philippines per day?
Per day.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, like maybe like 300 pesos.
300 pesos a day. So Manny Pacquiao is giving out 1,000 pesos.
That's like
It just like
that's
to your
like a
kids, giving it to your kids.
yeah, that's like a 3 day
So
worth of work.
yeah, so he's giving 3 days, 3 days worth of
Of work.
money, yeah, of work to their kids, like here. So when it's voting time, Pacquiao gives out money to the poor, and he's throwing away. That's why he spent so much money. In that's how it is in the politics in the Philippines. I know here the politics. If you give out money, that's a big
Yeah,
no no.
that's
Yeah.
a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, it's the opposite.
It's
You have
that's like normal.
That's normal. That's why it's very expensive to run. If you're gonna run for politics in the Philippines, it's very expensive because now you have the poor people going up to you asking for money, and then they will vote for you. It's different. That's how it is, right? That's how it is.
In a way, yeah. And the thing too, if you're already elected, in the Philippines, um, you're basically like the backbone of your community. So let's just say if someone, needed financial assistance, they would go to you.
Or for example,
Yeah.
to like their parents died.
Mhm.
So now the kids now has no parents. So now you're now the one that's gonna be like kind of like.
No, you're
Or
not gonna support them, but let's just say someone is getting married,
okay, and all of that. Yeah.
and they needed additional funding for, like for their
Wedding.
wedding reception. You go to the certain politician that you vote for, and then ask for, a
Some
donation.
donation, and then he will
They will
donate.
yeah.
And then now you have the whole family voting for you.
Uh-huh.
Similar here with making promises of free stuff. In a way, yes.
Way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but over there
It's like
more
physical. It's
yeah.
really physical. Like
Yeah.
it's not by law, but it's physical
Yeah.
money.
And
Yeah.
it's like it's now a norm, and it's not like
Oh yeah, it's normal too.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
normal. So that's why a lot of politicians in the Philippines will go broke, or they would commit, corruption,
Yeah.
because
They need that money.
they need to to fund, their community sometimes, because a lot of people would just go to them and ask for, money, because they needed this for their house, or they needed this for a celebration for, something, or someone died, and they needed, financial assistance for the funeral, and
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So that's why Manny is still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no, but he lost the election already, so he's not senator no more. I guess now he needs the money from all the money that he lost or giving away. The good thing with him is he gives away money for free. He's a giver, and those are some biblical principles too. So it's a good thing.
He's a really a good giver.
And he helps out the poor by building houses, hospitals. Yeah, the guy builds hospitals too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
And actually he just built a hotel
there you go.
there,
You just
and
built.
he just created like more jobs.
Yes, there you
Because
go.
of the
Creating
hotel.
jobs, hospitals, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how it is there in the Philippines. Now the corruption part. So for example, I want to build a building and I need permits. Now I gotta pay extra to you or to the politician, so my permits could be approved. Is it kind of like that here too, in a way?
So
I don't know. Is that kind of like here? I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know because I'm not a contractor, but I heard it's kind of like that too here in a way.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's how it is in the Philippines. If
Yeah.
you want things done, you gotta
Yeah.
also
Or not unless your name is already have a lot of pull. You don't need that.
that
You
too.
know.
Yeah.
So we
That's how
don't.
some ways
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
it corruption in
Yeah.
the politicians
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And there's a big mess right now in the Philippines with the Department of Water and Power, the no, DWP.
No, no, you're wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
DPWH,
Okay, which stands for.
Department of Public Works and Highways.
There you go. So there's a big issue right now in the Philippines because of that.
It's basically they're supposed to have funding
The flood
for
control.
flood control, and instead of the politicians or whoever is managing the government sector didn't put those in the right way, so they basically, some of them pocketed the funding or
So they got
distributed it to someone else.
so those guys got caught
Mhm.
when they were showing off like their Rolls Royce, their Lambos, their huge houses.
Yeah.
And the sad part was when the rain came, the flood took out many lives, which that money should have went
Went there.
for the flood control. So a lot of Filipinos right now are so mad. They're demanding answers. So that's what's going on in the Philippines right now. Um, so that's
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big whole mess there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I think the current president there right now, Marcos Jr. I think he's doing a good job. I think
so too.
he just got elected like last year.
Yeah.
And was it just last year? I think it was just last year.
Yeah.
Or it was just recent.
Yeah.
A lot of Filipinos don't like him,
Yeah.
and also a lot of Filipinos do like him. It's a half and half. Just like here in our country,
Yeah.
some people love Trump, some don't.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. There's that. But yeah, back to the states. So yeah, we're still doing our research, but right now Florida is like our thing. But we're hoping and praying that California turns red. Yeah, because I'm dying to put a V8 Coyote engine on this Bronco.
Yeah. And I think if that's the case here too, I think the if once this state opens with that law, or carb or anything about cars, I think there's gonna be a better competition with like engine swaps,
Oh
because
yeah.
the thing is, there's a lot of car enthusiasts here.
Yes.
The only thing is they cannot really register their car here, and they have to register it
Out of
somewhere
plates,
else.
out of
Yeah.
state, out of state.
So,
Yeah.
and then even like the mechanics here, even though they want to do like engine swap, they don't want to do it because they don't want to be dinged,
Yeah.
with those kind of law.
Yeah.
So now if they open that, that will also create some type of a good competition, and then now that will drive like the market,
Oh yeah.
and the prices.
California will become the like car enthusiast capital again. And who knows? They might bring SEMA back here to California, so we don't have to travel to Las Vegas no more. Oh my god! Yeah, we just sell. Oh yeah, speaking of SEMA, we just reserved our hotel already at the West Gate. But we still haven't got our
Final approval yet.
yeah.
So we just wanted to like reserve it just in case. The good thing with that is we can cancel it, if in
7 days
yeah.
prior to our check-in,
Yeah.
which is November 1st, or no, or October
I don't
31st.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the
Yeah.
all the
But
details.
it's whenever the SEMA
Yeah.
is, whenever SEMA is.
The
Yeah.
thing is, I wanted to know now is we just need to have the final confirmation,
Yeah.
and that's it. And at least like the hotel, at least our accommodation or like our hotel is set already. And the thing is, when I checked it, when SEMA opened the hotel where you book your hotel under SEMA, that was like in March, beginning of March. um there was still a lot of hotels available. Now that when I booked it like
It's
few days ago,
it's done.
yeah, there's already a lot of hotels that are
Fully
already fully
booked.
booked.
Yeah.
Like you cannot reserve it no more. And now the prices are driving high
Yeah.
because the availability of certain rooms that are like, the lower end rooms
Yeah.
are now being sold out. So they have to push now the higher end
Like
rooms.
penthouse suites.
Like, yeah, like
you're
the suites now.
yeah, like we don't need a suites. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we needed to like at least like reserve it. So in case that we get the final, final
Yeah.
word, at least that part is settled already.
Yeah, but once we go back to Westgate Hotel, oh man, it's gonna hit us differently because last year Rambo was with us.
Mhm.
So it's just like, oh my gosh, all
Yeah.
the memories that we had
Yeah.
with him, it's gonna
Yeah.
be a little bit sad
Yeah.
and
In a
different.
way, yeah.
Yeah.
But the good thing with oh,
Uh,
there's a
a
freaking
flight.
fly.
Mhm.
I'm just grateful that we were able to bring Rabo in SEMA last year,
Yeah.
so he was able to experience
He was
it.
walking around at West Hall
Yeah.
in SEMA, and he saw all the cool trucks that were parked
You parked
in
there.
that area.
Yeah.
So, good things Rambo was in SEMA and he had the opportunity to check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if he liked it,
I
but
don't think he liked it. He
yeah,
was just like whatever, and
yeah,
he was so tense the whole time.
yeah. But he had fun
Yeah.
because he was with us.
I think that's what drives him because
Yeah,
he was with us.
yeah, not in a daycare
Yeah.
or
He didn't like it when he was in the daycare. He was so depressed.
yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't eat. Yeah,
He didn't eat for like 4 or 5 days.
that's why we had to come back early.
Yeah.
But that was all 2024, and then 2025, Rambo went with us finally.
Mhm.
That's why we had to rent a van. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it was so expensive too. Um, but yeah,
But yeah, it was fun. At
yeah,
least we were with him, and we had to like take turns.
watching him.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I would go in the mornings, and then
Mhm.
she would go in the afternoons,
Yeah.
and then and then the sad part is she got all the cool stuff. She took a picture and met Leo Block because I went too early. That's why. But me, I went ahead and got all the footage. She
Yeah.
got some footage too, but she met like who else did you meet? Jay Leno or oh
Yeah.
no or yeah,
Yeah.
and Leo Block and
Yeah.
all the
The
celebrities.
celebrities that came out like in the afternoon.
Yeah, the celebrities came in the afternoon, and she saw them, and me, I just got all the people cleaning their cars still, and I'm just vlogging, and I'm like, oh yeah, here is the blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah,
That was
it
fun.
was really fun.
Yeah.
And what else? Yeah. Oh, and our YouTube award is coming this Friday. It
Yeah.
was supposed to come Thursday, but I don't know. Then it got postponed, and then now Friday. It's
Yeah.
actually coming from Oklahoma. So I didn't know that YouTube trophies are made in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. There you
Yeah.
go.
So our goal now for this channel is to get 1 million views, so she could stop
Subscribers.
working. Yeah. Yeah. 1 million subscribers, not views. 1 million subscribers.
And views too. Yeah.
1 million views and subscribers. So that is our next goal, and so she could stop her 9 to 5
Mm.
corporate life, and then do this full time.
Mhm.
I work 7 days straight, and my hours ranges from 12 hours, sometimes longer,
Mhm.
sometimes shorter. But that's the time and energy that I put
Mhm. Yeah.
with this channel. And then now I have to get ready for the OC marathon. I'm just challenging myself for that. And we'll see if we're gonna do more fitness, because fitness is it's not just physically hard, it's also mentally
Mhm.
hard too. You're tired already, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm still halfway from the finish line, and your body could only take so much. So it's really mental.
Mhm.
Yeah, and what else? Yeah, I think that's about it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll keep you guys again posted
So maybe
uh,
hopefully next
next week.
week we can show our YouTube
Trophy.
trophy.
Yeah.
It's the greatest and the
Yeah,
greatest trophy of them all.
yeah. So right now, as of right now, that would be our greatest trophy of them all. Out of all the trophies that we got,
Yeah.
the YouTube
Yeah.
uh
And the good thing with that, or the happy thing about that, is everyone that subscribe and following us is part
Part
of
of
it.
it, yeah. I mean, if I had the money, I would give everyone a trophy. You get a trophy, you get a trophy, you get a trophy. But man, those trophies are expensive. YouTube sent us another email saying, "Hey, do you guys want more trophies?" And I checked how much the silver trophy was. Oh crap, it was like 125, I think,
Yeah.
or 100 and something.
Yeah.
Because if we had a team, like let's say we had a producer, a film guy,
A manager,
a manager,
manager,
a production team.
yeah.
And if we wanted a trophy for them too, we could have gotten them one too. And I saw the price; it was like 100 and it was expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're only like $10 or less, I'll be like, you get a trophy.
Yeah.
Any subscriber, like our longtime subscribers,
Yeah.
I'll just be like, what's your address? I'll ship you guys one too.
Yeah.
But man, it's wow, it's expensive.
I know.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's real silver too. But yeah, that would be our greatest
Yeah,
achievement so
achievement.
far. So
Mm.
far, yeah. Because once we hit 1 million, there's going to be another trophy,
Mm.
and that is the gold trophy.
Mm.
And then 10 million is
Diamond.
the diamond one. And then 100 million is the red diamond.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah,
know that there is a red diamond.
Yeah, and then after that, it's something else.
Is there someone that actually hit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo when he first he has a YouTube. Ronaldo is one of the few.
Really? I
Uh-huh.
didn't know.
Yeah,
Because I know the 10 million stop right there. And I know the first 10 million was Casey Neistat.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I think that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next week, guys, we'll see what else we could talk about.
Yeah. Hopefully we can show you our trophy.
Our new
plaque.
greatest trophy for now. For now, our new greatest trophy for now.
Mm.
Yeah, and we could talk about current events.
Mhm.
Is like gas prices, they're still high in California.
Still bad.
Yeah, still bad. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
about it. All right.
All right, guys.
We'll see you guys next week,
Thank
or
you.
or maybe I'll go live.
This weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. We'll see.
Can you run and
No, no, no. I'm not gonna run while
gosh.
going live. No. Have a good week, night, great rest of your week. You
You
too.
too,
You too.
for
For low.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
All
Thank you.
right.
God bless.
God bless, guys.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.